Hello again, everyone. Todd Michael Putnam from Creative Adventure Tables, bringing you another adventure table idea, and this one was the Revenge of the Doom Speakers. Revenge of the Doom Speakers. So way back when I started my Shadow Dark campaign, when it started off, the players were in this one port town, off on doing some other business, and there were these Doom Speaker priests that they weren't causing any actual trouble. They weren't harming anybody or anything like that, but they were talking about how, the gods of chaos, will not be denied, and repent now and, sacrifice yourselves to them and all that kind of crap. But partway through, a Tarrasque came up out of the ocean into the port and started rampaging through the town. Now, the Doom Speaker priests basically thought that that all of their prophecies were coming true, and that they had front row seats to the end of the world, basically, as it would look like when if a Tarrasque just comes out of the water and starts stomping around, destroying everything. So what they tried to do was to keep all the innocent villagers and stuff, just keep them there and not let them escape so that the Tarrasque would kill them all, knowing that even they themselves would be killed, but they wouldn't care because they're fanatics and, blah, 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 blah. And so the players at level 0, at level 0, the players didn't actually fight the Tarrasque, of course, but what they did do is they fought the Doom Speaker priests to try and break through them and save as many people in the town as they could from the rampaging Tarrasque. They eventually escaped into the cellar, and the Tarrasque tromped off. And they went off seeking out other Doom Speaker priests and other fun stuff during the campaign. Well, this is the last session of the campaign finale. And so in the previous session, the players had hunted down and killed a white dragon named Sleet. And so what I did set them up for this session was I had the king summon them with an official summons saying that they wanted them to appear at his Stoneheart Keep, and to bring the head of the dragon itself with them. So I had the players around this, obviously the characters around this. This little mini piece that you have right here is actually, you can get them for like 15 or 16 bucks off Amazon, and it's just a bunch of dinosaur heads. That's it. So I found one that looks sort of like a dragon, put it on a cart and a pony, and there you go. That's what they were carrying to go to the keep and be honored by the king, who they came up to hear, and they got to give great speeches and the all the huzzahs, etc., so on and so forth. But in the meantime, there were some Doom Speaker priests who had disguised themselves in white robes and whatnot that waited till the ceremony was almost finished, and they formed a circle outside here, and they threw off their white robes, and they committed ritual suicide because they're chaos priests and they're creepy and weird and insane that way. And in doing so, they fulfilled a pact to summon the Tarrasque to this location. So they killed themselves, and it opens up a portal. The portal grows bigger and bigger. The players have a couple of rounds to get themselves ready, cast mage armor, whatever, etc. on themselves, get ready because they don't know what's coming out. And then they hear this horrific roar that comes out from the portal itself, which, if I've got the right button here, I had this button made, and I basically put the roar of Godzilla on it. I'm going to click it so you can hear what it sounds like. So anytime the Tarrasque roared, I would just click that button, and it would basically make that sound. And then the Tarrasque came out and started wailing away on the walls immediately. And the players now, at the end of the campaign, they're 10th level. So they cast things like Wall of Force, right? And they can try and hold monster and do stuff like that. The Tarrasque has got legendary resistance, so it takes an 18 or higher for the spells to even take effect on the thing. But they managed to delay it for a little while, but eventually it breaks through this wall here. Obviously, this wall used to look like that one over here. I just use this stuff for flying, for when the players decide to fly. But both walls obviously looked symmetrical before the Tarrasque showed up. But anyways, he comes crashing through there. He destroys an adventurers guild that was a house that was basically in this corner over here, and he's ripping up. And then there was a central gateway in here that looked exactly like this one, basically two sets of gateways in a row, so like an internal and an external wall. Here he comes crashing through there. Obviously they're fighting and casting spells and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and they're trying to web up its mouth and stop it in any way that they can. One of the players was actually climbed up on its back and was hacking away at it with his sword, riding it like it's a bronco or something. The Tarrasque came through here, and eventually they were able to destroy the Turesk and cast a wish in order to make sure that it never comes back again, destroying it. So while they had been known as dragon slayers, this was the campaign finale. So they finished off by slaying the Turesk right there and saving the life of the king and many of the townsfolk. So they became heroes of the realm. And they were all granted 10,000 gold pieces each and titles of nobility. And they retired. And so we will start the new fresh campaign of Shadowdark 2024 next month. And I have to figure out what the heck I'm going to do for that. But that's basically what this session was all about. And as far as where all this stuff came from, so the outdoor stuff here is all Monster Fight Club. These trees, these rocks, these walkways, which if you flip the other side is river stuff. These rocks, all the trees and stuff like that are all Monster Fight Club. Everything outside here is Monster Fight Club. The castle, all the outside walls and towers like this one and the big tower here, that is from a company called Old Glory. And you can find their website, and they have a number of different buildings, but castles is one of them. So I just got a bunch of different segments of castles. And the internal buildings are mostly 3D prints that I just got off of eBay. You can find them anywhere and just, stack some buildings in. And then this very last big keep thing here actually is from the Wayfair company. It's really supposed to be a display case for jewelry. That's what its purpose is for. This whole big tower in the center of the screen that you see right there. But it makes a perfect, main keep inside of the castle itself. So I just threw that in there at the end, and does a pretty good job. And as far as scale is, of course, you can see the Turesk, which is from WizKids, and the Turesk itself, they sent it to me, so it's courtesy of them. It was unpainted, and I had my friend painted up. Did a fantastic job using the WizKids prismatic paints. Those paints are awesome. My friend does a fantastic job, and he said that he thought the paints were fantastic as well. So. And the Turesk came out really, really good. I think he did an outstanding job on it. It just looks fantastic, and you can just see, this. So here's a 28 millimeter mini right there next to it to give you an idea of the scale of this thing. So it's a totally great mini, or if you will, for the session. So that's it. That was the Revenge of the Doom Priest. The Doom Priests were hoping that before, when the players were saved so many people, they were weak, and so they ran away. But they figured now that they knew that the heroes were, high enough level to slay a dragon, that they might try and stay and fight the Turesk, which they did. But they figured the Turesk would win, and of course, it was not to be so. The heroes just barely were able to hang on there and to defeat the Turesk. So that's it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this channel, and if you're getting any information that you like. Ring that bell for notifications, and let me know in the comments what you guys think of the adventure. I will see you next session. Take care. Bye.